John Legend, Sheryl Crow, Elvis Costello, and Alanis Morissette star in the MGM Plus original series, Words and Music. Iconic artists share intimate performances and the stories behind the songs. Series premiere on November 30th, only on MGM Plus.
Every Who down in Who Newville liked the holidays a ton. But where to get great prices on gifts, they had no idea. None. They searched and they searched for great gifts under $25. Gifts for spouses and friends and even their toddlers. When suddenly one Who shouted, Walmart has what you want, knowing they have Lego, Tree Hut, and low prices to flaunt. So they enjoy the holiday season as Who's often do. Cheering and shouting, Walmart has incredible gifts. Who knew? Find gifts they'll love under $25 at Walmart.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
Welcome to Turn the Page. I'm your host.
Keep going. It's good.
Where we talk about all the Steve Page fun with my friends Tracy, who gives us trouble, Betsy,
Hey.
and you done messed up, Ron. We're so excited to be here with you tonight. That's all, folks. Get it? Because that's all.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
That's all, folks.
Oh no, who farted?
Hey, you're the one that said to, take over. So I did.
You did. You did a wonderful job, Heidi.
Lots of energy.
Thanks. I'm a giver.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I gave us a new theme song.
That's
I did.
True. That is true. By the way, have you guys heard the new theme song?
You haven't heard it yet.
No.
I will post it.
Yeah, you'll mess it up. So you're going to have to splice it in. Yeah, you're going to have to splice it.
Splice. Old Splice.
Splice, baby.
Right.
Do. Splice, baby.
Splice, baby. That I'm kind of sad that Weird Al never did like a genetic cloning song. You did. I think I'm a clone now, but it'd be great if you did a cloning song with Splice, baby.
I agree. Weird Al, we know you love us.
Yes.
We love you. So come on the show. That'd be great.
Oh my God.
We're off tour now.
Really big thing.
He's a musician and a parodist, according to what this Gigaverse is telling
Guess
me.
what I got, you guys? Guess what I started learning how to play the other day?
What?
I'm not even going to believe it. An accordion.
Oh hell yeah! I love it.
Oh hell yeah! And it's the big dog. It's got the 200 and something 50,
Oh, wow.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They're hard to play. I'm just going to say that right now. I do not know how he is the virtuoso he is, but I'm like, it's a C chord if you put your finger on the little diamond shape. Okay, I'm good. I think he did the 10,000 hours plus.
Yeah. He definitely
it's
did.
really hard, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
There's
an
a
easy
lot of
instrument.
buttons.
Well,
No, we did a name drop. Weird Al.
We're doing a lot of talking of other stuff. Are we all done talking the Steve Page song?
all.
Is that
That's
all?
heard it. That's all.
We're ready to go. We're ready.
Are you on the grass?
He's smoking the grass.
Well, tonight we're discussing the song That's All by Stephen Page and Stephen Duffy.
That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. Before the fall, before we blew it all.
And this was the single for the United States and the rest of the world, except Canada.
Feels very intentional.
We
What was
already
the single in Canada?
The single in Canada was one that we had discussed previously. Of course, you're going to ask me that now. I don't have it on my.
Well, splice it in. Splice, baby.
Slice of life.
Splice of life. Variety is the splice of life.
Always look on the splice side of life.
Nice. The Canadian.
So I once
the
was
Canadian
lying on the
single
grass,
was Wilted
lying on the
Rose.
grass.
Heidi, you were saying you were lying on the ground?
Very much different song.
I was lying on the grass.
On the
lying
grass.
on the grass. Watching all the cars go past.
Is that like is lying on the grass like when you say you didn't inhale?
Deceitful about the grass.
Or were you grazing in the
Very
grass?
deceitful.
Just holding
Yeah,
it
baby,
for a
can you
friend.
I was
dig it?
grazing in the grass. Grazing in the grass.
Speaking of grazing,
Okay, I like this song a lot. It's
Yeah,
a good song.
I
I'm just
agree.
saying,
I agree. I like this one. Now
I really like this song. Musically simple, but very, very, it's just a simple, lovely song. The imagery in here, especially right now, we're in the midst of fall. So it's at first like the opening, you're like, oh, cheesy synthesizer. And
Oh yeah,
then-
we have the
but there's
return
something
of
about
the
that
Casio keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, I was
the Omnichord.
I was gonna
Again, like
yeah.
last time.
I was gonna ask Tracy because there are some beeps and boops in this. I'm not sure what your feelings are, but
It's super techno beep and boop though.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
still
lo-fi.
cringe.
My problem is the Casio
So
keyboard
for all of you
drums.
listening, we're talking about That's All. Again.
Yes, that's all. That's all.
I have a problem with the Casio keyboard drums. They really bother me. The rest of the
So
song.
you're not a
is great.
Gorillaz fan, I'm guessing.
There are songs by the Gorillaz I like. My problem isn't so much the Casio keyboard drums are there, it's that they are so prominent, and then there are spots in the song where it leaves everything out except the drums, and they're continuing to go in the song. This dropout where everything's there, and I'm like,
she's much too good for you.
if you're gonna put in these low quality drums, don't highlight them, please.
I don't know. I think to me, I'll put it this
It must
way.
be intentional though.
I own a
So-
Fisher Price record player that I have used in live performances before to scratch records with. Okay. I like when someone takes something extremely lo-fi, extremely kind of like, very, very available and makes something interesting with it and makes it kind of like, I love that. I love when I hear Casio sounds
like your
and
kitty
stuff.
keyboard.
Yeah, like in my Meowsic.
But yeah, but that's
I love that.
That's taking something and making something different with it. This is like, hey, I didn't want to take the time to pay a drummer, so I'm gonna use this really
I don't
low-key
I
drum.
don't
I
think that's really
You
what
know that's not what happened.
I think he like
You're lying on the grass. Tracy.
And not to be
lying out
but
your ass,
the new
lying
theme
out your
song
ass.
opens almost like the same. I've got those synthesized drums in the opening of the new theme song, and then I end with symphony drums. And I didn't hire a drummer either.
I'm gonna make a song called Beeps and Boops just for you, Tracy.
I think the other part for me is
I
that
like beeps and boops and I cannot lie.
it doesn't really match the feel of the rest of the song, so it stands out. And again, I think it's very high in the mix. I wouldn't have had as much of a problem if they had pulled it back a little bit in the mix.
Well,
okay. Well, consider this. I see a lot of myself in this song. And to me, the Casio or the Omnichord or whatever it is reminds me a lot of my childhood and simpler days. And when you have to grow up and be an adult, and it looks like this is a breakup song. That's kind of like you want to go back to your safe place back in your childhood where you had the Casio beeps and boops. It's kind of like, for me, it feels like self-regulation more than
that's
intentional design.
Because I had a Casio keyboard.
Yeah.
And that
we
definitely
had everything in the music shop. We had the Omnichord and the Casio, and
that's cool.
I didn't have a keytar, I suppose, but but we had all sorts of musical instruments growing up. So,
and that might be part of the problem. Like, I loved the keyboard when I had it at first, and then the hours that I put into it, and I was not able to master it. I put my 10,000 hours into that thing, I'm sure. I did not become a master of the keyboard. It mastered me. And so I probably still hold a little bit of a grudge over that Casio.
I see. You couldn't conquer the Casio?
No.
Well, give it your fair shot.
Yeah.
I do like the doop-de-doos in this song. I can.
Oh, okay.
Which
Lou Reed, we know you listen. Come on the show.
Take a walk on the wild side with us.
It sounds like
Yeah.
heaven, but I am guessing that is Stephen Duffy, because he's given
probably
background vocals on this
nice.
album. And even though Kevin is on another song, he's not given credit for this song. I'm guessing and we heard it earlier on the first song on this album as well. I think that this is Stephen Duffy's voice, because I did listen to some of the time music this week, and I could see that matching the timbre of his voice.
So now, Stephen Duffy, thank you for being a guest on our show, because we've been wanting to ask you, are you the background doos on the song?
Yes, this is Stephen Duffy. I can confirm that was me.
We know you listen.
I was dooting all over the place.
I was there. I can confirm. I was the microphone.
I was the amplifier.
One of the notes I wrote on this was it would be too simple song, except the last line of the chorus, because they have with the chorus, you have the first three lines are the same notes in a row. Last line in the chorus, he changes the direction that he's gonna go with it, and it makes it just nice, a nice complexity to it.
That's all. Before the fall, before we blew it all.
He goes a little melancholy.
Yeah.
Wistful melancholy.
Yes, as he does best.
Yeah, which obviously appeals to me. Surprising no one.
And it goes right with the line too, like before we blew it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of programmatic before the fall, and then he kind of goes down instead of up before we blew it all. Kind of makes it minor.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
It will surprise no one that the bridge is my favorite part of the song.
I like the crescendo of the cymbals leading right into that bridge.
She only wants to be happy. She wants you to want to be happy too. She's much too good for you.
That's also very nice. But I love the lyrics in the bridge. She only wants to be happy, and she wants you to want to be happy too. Like, obviously, the standard cliche would just be she wants you to be happy too, but she wants you to want to be happy too. And it's like, I know we've all been, well, not we all been, but many of us have been with people who are just miserable, and it seems like nothing ever makes them happy or pleases them. And it's like, man, I just want you to want to be happy. Can you at least do that? Like, you don't have to be happy, but can you want to be happy, please? Can we agree that's a good goal?
The person knows Stephen Page really well.
Yeah, right. Well, that also kind of makes me think of Kurt Cobain, who wrote the song "Happy."
Oh yeah, I'm so happy.
Or I actually,
it's like, wait, you wrote "Happy"?
Not happy.
Happy.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was like,
I misspoke. He wrote a song called "Dumb," and in the lyrics are, "I think I'm dumb, or maybe just happy," which that was kind of my attitude through most of my teenage years and probably a good chunk of my 20s until I was like, yeah, you know what? It's okay to be happy. Life's hard enough, you know? Well, Heidi, I hate to put you in the hot seat, but I did not have time to analyze this song properly.
I got it.
Nice.
I got it. It's pretty simple. G major. That's what I got. And again, it sticks to a pretty traditional chord progression. So here's the breakdown. Like, she's lying on the grass, we're breaking it down. So it starts it's in the key of G major. We have G, it goes with a 1 to a 4, G to C.
Yeah.
She was lying on the grass, lying on the sea. G and all the cars go C. Then he shifts to a minor 6, the E minor chord, the misery chords. But on the word chords, he shifts to, I believe, a D sharp minor chord, which is awful. It's a tough one. So it's taking and shifting that 5 and turning it into a minor sharp. So he's borrowing from somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. You think it's a borrowed chord, because it doesn't seem like it's in a mode or anything.
Yeah, it's a borrowed. Because he's also going from E, and he's then descending down to D sharp chromatically.
I love chromatic motion.
Chords, we from the ray. And then he goes back up to G, but like he boosts it up there. And then it goes to a major 2. So he's borrowing in there, because then he goes back up. He goes from the G to the A, then shifts back into A minor, and then brings it back to a major 5 at the end of each verse. So you're, and anytime we go to a 5 chord at the end, what do we have there, Aaron?
We have a resolution. We have a perfect fit. Or you're talking about
I'm talking about cadence wise.
Well, it's not a plagal cadence. That would be a 4th.
On a half cadence. Anytime you land in a 5 chord, you're on a half cadence. So it's that unresolved, ignored, which I love. I love the way that comes off. And then the chorus is pretty normal. That's all G to D, then C, D, G.
Yeah, 1, 4,
D. 5. And then I love the line before the fall, where he takes it from a 4 chord to a 5, 7 chord, and then goes to a major 7 just after the before the fall. Then he goes to an F chord before we blew it all. Then it's an E7 to an A minor, I think. So he's borrowing within that. And then he slips right back into G major for walking down the street. But I love the interplay between the verses and the choruses, because the verse is more straightforward, but it leaves no resolution. And then until the second verse, where he shifts, I think, the no, don't go. He does the same thing that he does with the misery chords, starts off that way, but he shifts from summer seems like a lover leaving. He shifts and goes E minor to G to A7. And then he takes that A7. And when he says no, I think he takes that and goes minor on it and then gives me a 5/7 chord again. So he's still on those half cadences. He's not going back to the home chord of G.
Yeah,
and
you can hear that tension.
Until the outro. Yeah, the outro, he brings you back home. But yeah. And then the bridge. Oh, the bridge. Let me tell you about the bridge. So the bridge is he shifts up into, he's got a little interlude play before the bridge where it's like an A minor chord to a C chord to something. And then in the bridge, he goes to C. So she only wants to be happy. He's got a C to a D to an A minor. And then a C to a D, then E minor for the U to be happy, to, then to a G, then to an E major, to good for A minor. So it's really cool.
Whoa, leave the minors alone.
Good
oh my gosh. So today, here's a side theory story. Today in my music theory class at the college, we're doing major scales and stuff, and we're breaking down major scales. And I'm like, and we were talking about like favorite scales as an instrumentalist. And like, I'm a horn player. I usually deal in flat keys, but I really like D major for some reason. I said, but I do like D minor because it's the saddest of all keys.
It is the saddest of all keys.
But I just love them. But I'm like, I love the minors. And the students are like, why do you love
crickets?
But then it was so innocent because the student who's a freshman, he's 18, 19. He goes, well, I'm glad you like minors because you obviously enjoy teaching children. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I was like expected them to go another direction with that. So anyway, that's my side minor story.
This song feels like it's not a major chord. This song feels like a minor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That must be all his borrowed.
He uses a lot of minors, though. He does. Like in the bridge, C to D to A minor, C to D to E minor to G. And E and A minor, E minor, A minor, that whole interplay. I love when I play guitar. I use a lot of E minor and A minor because they're close together.
I said that.
E minor, A minor, A minor.
Yeah, actually, A minor is one of my favorite keys as a pianist because I love minor keys and it's very easy to play. It's all white keys, so
it's all white now.
It's all white now. Yeah, I like E minor as well because I wrote a lot of songs in E minor back in the day for my band because I wanted the song to be as low as possible because I have a baritone voice. So I would be like, okay, unless we could like drop D or something, E, we're gonna have just as the open, and E minor, of course, I would rather have it a minor. So yeah, E minor, C minor, A minor. These are the keys. These are a few of my favorite keys.
These are a few of my favorite keys.
For my rich golden baritone.
Anyway, that's the breakdown.
Anyway,
sure.
Thanks for breaking it down, Heidi.
Breakdown.
And there you have it. That's
all, folks.
Well, the thing is, this is a very short song, and it's also a very vague song. It has some specificity, but in terms of like what it could be applied to, is vague.
Well, it's sort of that word painting, like visual or auditory haiku that we've talked about. It's more evocative of an ambiance. Like Betsy was saying, this definitely evokes fall. Clearly,
yes.
Both lyrically and kind of mood wise. But I think so. I was just the other day was thinking about Persephone and Hades. Yeah, well, I think about Greek mythology from time to time. I know the cliche is the Roman Empire. I prefer Greek mythology. So, Persephone, of course, lived with Hades and was allowed to be let go for half of the year. So, like when she exited the underworld, that was spring, and then summer, and then when she went back to the underworld, it was fall and then winter. So I would always be like, "Oh, Persephone's going back down to Hades," and the leaves start changing colors.
Way down in Hades town.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Way down
I want to watch.
down.
I want to see that show. That's one of the shows I haven't seen yet, but I really want to see.
It's got the greatest trombone opening of any show. Like,
nice.
It's such a good opening.
I got to see
so good.
Cabaret recently, and Cabaret was incredible.
Incroyable.
Sorry.
I love what you said about that, Betsy, that this kind of paints a picture. It doesn't tell a story so much as it paints the picture and the feeling of what the song is trying to say and make you feel the same way.
Yeah. Oh, auditory haiku. Yeah. Yeah, for me personally, it definitely paints a specific picture.
Yeah, I would. That's so. You know, this is kind of an interesting point of contention, I guess, between songwriters. And I've gone back and forth on this, and I'm curious to hear your opinion on it, Heidi, as well. When I was in college, I intentionally wrote kind of obfuscated lyrics. I would kind of write in code, or like I would evoke an image or something, but I wouldn't be like, I wasn't like Rage Against the Machine, you know. I wasn't like obviously making a political message or something like that, but I would definitely have kind of that kind of subversive element to my lyrics, but it would be kind of like obfuscated, kind of opaque. And then now I've kind of done a 180, and my more recent work has been extremely hard on my sleeve, very, very personal and very transparent. So I'm just kind of curious. I guess it really depends on the song, what the song demands. But I guess I used to heavily favor the more opaque lyrics, and I'm much more into the transparent now.
I agree. I think I appreciate that now. I think maybe because maybe maturity wise, like I've always been a fan of ballads, storytelling ballads, not romantic ballads, but the like regular ballads, Fitzgerald, Woody Guthrie, murder ballads.
I think the record Fitzgerald fits like either of those.
No, it doesn't. But Woody Guthrie and the like the Dust Bowl ballads, ballads, storytelling ballads. And I love like Suzanne Vega, the Queen and the Soldier, which is a great song. Romeo and Juliet, the Mark Knopfler. This is such a great song. But these that tell stories, and I'd rather even hear some of those that don't even have a chorus, that just give me something to chew on. Like Dylan is great at that. I mean, there's some great Dylan ballads.
Desolation Row is,
and there's so many. I think that I appreciate the art of those kinds of, but there's Jack and Diane, because I think then you can start to connect with them personally more. I mean, I love the Smiths, but sometimes I can't really, like, you can't really tell what Morrissey was saying.
I'm more of the Cure guy.
And I do love the Cure. I love the Cure, but the Cure is more understanding though. I don't think they're being so like ethereal.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're more hard on the sleeve, and I agree. As I've matured and aged, I appreciate that more. And I think there was also a little bit. I'm not trying to suggest in any way that anyone who uses opaque lyrics is afraid to express themselves, but certainly I think it takes a little courage to not be opaque and to just kind of say what you're feeling and put it right out there.
I agree. And I think, this is kind of weird because I often ask my students the questions about country music because it gets a bad rap, and I grew up on country music, so I have a great appreciation and love for it. And, I really I think it's that art of storytelling. And again, it's honest, and it tells, there's like it wears its heart on its sleeve. It's not trying to be anything like, woo, listen to me using big words and you have to figure out what I'm talking about. No, I'm lying on the grass. Okay. Yay. Good for you. So I think that's why also as we age, like my husband, who never, ever listen to country music. He used to make fun of me because I have moments of the year where I throw on Jimmy Buffett, and I just have my Jimmy Buffett month
I like Jimmy.
or so, because I love Jimmy Buffett. But my husband goes, Jimmy, all he is country music with like a Caribbean like feel to it. I was like, no, he's not country. And then I'm like,
he's pretty
He's got some influence from country for sure, but he's got kind of his own.
Yeah, he definitely has some influence there. And but now that he's got a farm and a tractor and a thing, all of a sudden he's listening to country music all the time. I'm like, what in the French toast happened to you? Because I think he likes that simplicity too of the lyric. He doesn't have to overthink anything. This is what I feel, this is what I'm talking about, take it or leave it, this is what you're gonna get. And I think as we age we appreciate that a little bit more. I don't know. Or maybe we're just so busy trying to be super cool when we're in college.
Yeah. Well, that's
And we're like, oh, listen to me. I listen to this.
I'm not trying to impress people anymore, because I used to write songs in really bizarre time signatures and stuff. And like, that's still cool. I enjoy that, but it's more of like I don't know, like I'm much more happy to write a really straightforward song that just kind of moves people emotionally.
Well, and one of the things that I
appreciate,
to put something visual to this, I think when it comes to deciding like what I like for music that is similar to my artistic tastes, like there have been songs that have been very vague by Stephen Page and by BNL that I've been like, I just don't like this, not telling me anything, or I can't pick up what it's trying to tell me. And as I'm sitting here and thinking about it, because I don't dislike this song. I actually like this song. And I'm like, well, this song is vague, but at the same time, I think the difference is it's painting a picture. So like, if you look at Van Gogh's,
it's not like encoded. It's just kind of, like it's impressionistic. I agree. Yeah, it's impressionistic.
If you look at Van Gogh and you look at Starry Night, it is a scenery. It's meant to evoke an emotion, but it doesn't tell a story. What it does is just evoke an emotion and make you feel something about that painting. Versus like a Sunday.
Again, Starry Night, the great Don McLean song, does tell a great story.
Versus Sunday in the Park, by George Surratt.
I thought you were talking about the Chicago song. Saturday.
Well, the Saturday in the Park song and Sunday in the Park by George Surratt, both of them tell a story. As you look at it, it has a very in-depth story to it, and I enjoy that as well.
Again, another brilliant musical too, by the way.
Now, what I don't enjoy is a picture of like, I can't think of it, Jackson Pollock, where I look at it and I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
No, I think I've talked about this before, and I hate to repeat myself, but just in case I haven't, I that's why I love impressionism. That's why I love kind of slightly abstract, like Dali stuff. But so when I see a painting that looks like photorealistic, I appreciate the talent that it takes to accomplish that. And when I see something like a Jackson Pollock, like an abstract expressionist painting, I appreciate that this is like someone literally just translating emotion into an image. But not trying to be rude, I find the super realistic stuff a little boring, and I find the expressionistic stuff hard to relate to. There's nothing to anchor me to it. It's really raw, and it's really hard for me to kind of, there's no framework to hang it on. So what I really love is that middle ground where you have recognizable subjects, but portrayed in a way you've never seen them before. So you have, you have impressionism, you have cubism, stuff like that. That's where that's the kind of art that I really love.
Yeah, and I think
Klimt is my favorite.
And I think
I just said that the painting of dog or whatever dogs.
The dog's playing poker. Hi, Alex.
It's something
I think that
the subject, but just with a different twist, like dogs playing poker.
Oh, anything that's going to make you look at the world in a way that you haven't looked at it before, or makes you reevaluate
Never seen Lars playing
reality
poker before.
is really interesting and thought provoking, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that this song does that, especially the bridge. Really, the way that one line really re-energizes and makes you look at the song in a whole different way, and I like that.
Well, you guys think that he's talking to himself when he says she only wants to be happy? She wants you to want to be happy too. She's much too good for you. That's all.
Yeah. That's what I was feeling, is that he was kind of either talking to himself in his head, or he was having like this outside narrator say it to him. But I really feel like it was more like him talking to himself.
That has been the pattern, right? The self-examination in the bridges, and that's why I think I love them so much.
I think I was just thinking too, is this is such a departure from earlier Steve, where you're right. He does a lot of that talking to himself, but he's matured in this song, where in earlier songs, he didn't really care about the woman's feelings as much. Like, it was like, I'm thinking about myself in a lot of ways. We've gone over that many times in some of Steve's songs from the earlier days. And I think in this case, that bridge kind of gives it away that he's starting to go, oh, wait a minute. She only wants to be happy, and she wants me to be happy too, and she's way too good for me. But like, he's still so, like, I love that bridge so much.
No, I agree. Yeah. It's indicative of personal growth.
Validating.
Maturity.
Yes. Different perspective.
Well, Steve has not played this song very much.
That's silly.
That's too bad. It's a very good song.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. He's played it 23 times live. And only 4 of those times was it not during his live from home concerts. So he played it in 2004 in Arlington, Virginia first. And then he played it 3 more times to support this album. And then he put it away until Ships and Dips 3 in 2009.
Or everything comes out in Ships and Dips.
And then it disappeared until he did live from home. So you have like almost like 11 years that this disappeared for.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a really lovely song. And okay, real quick, I know we're gonna wrap this up soon. Would you folks consider this song to be an anti-ballad?
Explain.
Well, I don't know that anti-ballad is an established genre per se, but it's something that I have kind of recognized as a song style that I really like, and it's maybe sometimes a breakup song, but like, to me, it's more of, it has the feel of a ballad, which this does, but it's not really a ballad in the sense that when you think of a ballad, in a traditional sense, a romantic ballad, you think about, like more celebrating the relationship or something like that, right? So like maybe a breakup song, but not an angry, you ought to know breakup song, something more like melancholy. I would consider this maybe possibly an anti-ballad.
I like that definition. I think that kind of defines a lot of Stephen Page's music.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely have a type when it comes to music that I like. So, I mean, it's funny because Betsy has been telling me like she's so excited for me to do this podcast because we've been,
you're gonna like a lot of songs.
Because I mean, I knew like Paige Duffy was my top-rated songwriter team for the previous show. So I mean, I knew I would like it. But yeah, I'm really
some gems. Yeah,
absolutely.
So let's figure out how many carats this song has by putting some numbers to it, 0 to 10. I don't think
like carrots like gold or like
no.
I was the vegetable.
I was thinking. Well, I mean that's all, folks. So I was going with carrots.
But... Oh yeah.
Okay,
so loony.
But how many carats, diamonds carats would you give this song 0 to 10? Heidi, we'll go with you.
I always go first. I don't want to go first.
All right.
I'll go first. I love this song.
I
love this song. It is very something I really connect with, and it's beautifully done. And I love the keyboards, and I love how he starts it kind of plain, but then he kind of adds his own, twists and turns, and which is, what we come to know him for. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, this is like a 9.5 out of 10.
All right. Aaron.
Well, that's crazy. You're not going to believe this. I was already thinking 9.5. Yeah, because I was like, oh man, it's almost a 10, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I still want to preserve some room. And I'm like, I'm giving out a lot of 9s, but it's like, so far this album has been really fantastic. So, I mean, it's fair is fair. It's a really good song. It's like I said, it's an anti-ballad. I was saying earlier to Betsy when we were discussing it, it kind of reminds me of Radiohead, just to a little extent, like not a lot, but there's a little something there with like the electronic elements and the wistful melancholy. So obviously it appeals to me.
Trees,
so
kind of that feel that
So I mean, Play Fast Trees is an anti-ballad for sure. So I mean, like, I love this song. It's a 9.5.
Okay, Heidi.
I do love this song. This is one of my favorites on the album. The first time I heard it, like the imagery, there's something. It's like a one of those nice, lightly cool but not too cold fall breezes. Just it's that kind of a feel for me. The only other song that makes me feel this way is 7 Years. 7 Years by Norah Jones. It gives me that kind of.
I like Norah Jones. Nora, we know you listen to the show.
Love Norah. And so I'm giving this a 10. I just love everything.
I'm glad, because I get the feeling that Tracy's gonna be drinking the haterade on this one.
Beeps and boops,
7. How many carrots, Tracy?
It was big drums, 7.
Oh man.
I love you, Tracy.
No, you're valid. We valid.
Yep. What he said.
I mean, here's the thing, like, you guys are going to say that it's always the same and it's just a shame.
Oh,
yeah. That's all.
Phil Collins. Oh.
And by the way, next week's song is Everything's the Same. But
I thought everything changed.
No. Before that was
okay.
with
now
BNL.
Everything's the same.
Now everything's
the more things change, the more the things
new again. Everything to everyone.
But yeah, everything's the same this week in that I'm gonna be the hater. And wow, the love in the room.
I know you though.
You know we love.
If he switched out the Casio drums for real drums, I would like it better. I wish there was like a Liam or a Tyler to give this more when the music dies away. Like
but maybe it's supposed to sound lonely. He's lonely. It's just him and his synthesizer.
There is something sad about just like I imagine him getting up on stage with the Casio keyboard, just like pressing the button and
Howard
starts,
Jones.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Just saying, consider it's a lonely song.
Howard Jonesing the whole thing. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. I like it. I like the rest of the song though. And I get what he's trying to do. It doesn't totally work for me, but I also really like it and enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it a 7.5.
See what I say, salmon.
You did 7.5.
Hey, I already had it written in my data sheet here, 7.5. I just had to find the right window.
No, God forbid you have to click on a box. All right, that's
fine. I had to actually switch screens for a second to remember what my score was.
Oh dear.
No, I mean, I am being the hater of this album. I know there will be an album where everyone's gonna be like, Tracy, come on, you can't have every song be up there like that. Like, and there will be an album that.
I won't yuck your yum, Tracy.
Yeah, no one's yucking anyone's yum here.
Wait a minute. I feel like I'm yucking everyone else's yum this week, but I'm not trying to. It just doesn't. It doesn't hit me the same.
We're not
way.
trying to yum your yup.
You need to be anybody you're not supposed to be.
Exactly.
I feel like in a couple weeks, everyone's going to be agreeing with me on scores. So.
Okay.
Well, I'm really digging.
Remains to be seen.
I'm really digging the material we've covered so far. I'm really pretty excited about the more. I've heard some more recent stuff by him as well, and I'm obviously very inclined to like it.
By the way, did you see his post today?
No.
I get the feeling Betsy saw it.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds
met up with
asked
Paul
him to
Myers
come over to someplace
to see the movie I Like Me, which is a
like John Candy.
About John
Candy.
John
Candy.
I watched it yesterday.
I want to watch that.
It was amazing.
And they watched it in
Boston
with Paul Myers.
Yes, I know. Yesterday, I know.
And they watched
with
it.
Who looks just like Mike Myers?
Yes.
Well, and actually, no, they both have white hair now. So yeah.
And he made Paul Myers and Ryan Reynolds get up on stage and sing "If I Had $1 Million" and "What a Good Boy" with him.
No. Nice.
So I am feeling, and it was in Boston. Why did I not know that this was happening? It's down the road.
I know. I wish I'd known too.
I guess I should have known that Ryan Reynolds, as a fellow Canuck, was a fan of BNL. But now that we know,
well, he did that. Oh, have you heard the song?
He hasn't.
That he did for Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think so.
Oh,
we have it coming up.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ryan, we know you listen. Please come on the show. Big fan.
We have invited him. I think he's a little bit too big for us.
Nah, I think he's just intimidated.
Yeah, I would be intimidated by us. We get it. You're Deadpool, Ryan. You can handle it.
You're Deadpool to me.
You're Deadpool to me. If you don't come on the show, you're Deadpool to us.
Oh well, that's all that we have for you this week.
Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you fine folks about music, and especially music that I enjoy so much. But we'll see you next week, and everything will be the same.
That's all, folks.
That's all. Everything's the same. Everything old is new again. Wait, what podcast is this?
That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Hey everyone, Brian Slagle here, founder of Metal Blade Records. You know, I spent my whole entire life trying to make metal history and make metal better and promote metal as much as I can. And now there's a brand new way for you to test your metal knowledge and relive those iconic moments. It's called Metal Mondays, the official metal trivia game from Metal Blade and Pantheon Media, and it's free to play right now. Every Monday, a new game drops. From Slayer, Supremacy, to Death, Metal 101, 80s, Metal Blade Classics, and tons more. You'll battle it out on the leaderboards, win killer prizes, and even score some exclusive Metal Blade merch. So if you think you know your riffs, your legends, and your deep cuts, prove it. Download Hit Replay on the App Store or Google Play, or head to metalbladerecords.com/Metal Mondays and start playing today. Because in metal, there's no off days, only Metal Mondays. Metal Mondays. Play loud, play true, and play to win.